not Pokemon Switch. But we are live.
Can I be heard?
You can be heard. I can be heard. We are live.
And I have returned
From the dead.
from the dead. The rumors of my demise were much exaggerated.
Only-chan.
But I have returned. Yes, it is I indeed. The other half of this channel, because it's not just Jack, it's the JAC Show.
Yeah, this is for those on Twitch. This is my good friend and co-host HAC. Tell him what you do.
They're generally beautiful and moronic, and I am essentially the comic book guy of the channel. So that's my main forte. Jack does the video games.
Not this dude again.
Books.
Can we kill
Only
him
on the
again?
YouTube end. I do nothing on the Twitch end because comic books and Twitch don't mix, like men and women.
Yep. Oh, and Ghetto's in the chat saying, "Ore Sanjo,
Hey,
konbanwa."
Ghetto. Konbanwa, Ghetto, konbanwa. He is indeed here, and as his grand return back to the JAC Show, I would like to say that my lighting is so bad right now.
Well, it's a good thing we don't show our faces.
Yes, the brightest thing in my room right now is my computer screen. Oh, thank God we don't do any live action stuff, or else this would have been a nightmare to even do any filming.
Ghostland says, "Jack, I got Pokemon Scarlet. I probably wasted my money. I don't think so, because you know what? I got Violet, and we can share exclusives."
Jack, can I eat Hawk?
Millie's asking if she can eat you.
Johnny said, "Hey, Johnny," he says, "Good, he's back. Now to go and end his whole career like always." Hey, man, I'm always starting something new, Johnny. Always starting something new. And Scale says, "Work been being your ass." No, wait, no. Sorry, I eat Bonic Stem. My apologies, Ghetto. I am, I shouldn't read it like that. That was racist of me. Jack, you can go call me a racist.
You see, this is why we killed you for 4 weeks.
And that's awesome. Apparently, I'm a little low. All right, I'm gonna turn the gain up just a little bit.
Wait, I could have just gone easily. Turn your voice up here.
Well, it's easy for me to put the gain
Hawk
up
smash
too.
or pass the entire
It's literally
Pokedex.
a knob, not the British knob, just a regular knob.
Oh no. Okay, so HAC, I gotta tell you something. It's a confession.
Okay, what are you confessing to?
It's a confession, like as in the sense of priest. I have a confession.
Okay, hold on. Okay, what is your confession, my child?
So last night I had to do. People in the chat suggested to me to do the Pokemon Smash or Pass, and I caved into people's needs and I entertained them, and I did the Pokemon Smash or Pass. Now Alex is asking you to do the Smash or Pass. Of course, you can obviously decline, but still, it's
Hawk,
there.
You should do Pokemon Smash or Pass.
Okay, I see. I would smash the cop girl from the Pokemon anime. That's it.
There you have it, guys. No Pokemon, just Officer Jenny.
Yes, I would smash Officer Jenny. That is my controversial opinion.
There you go.
And also, I ain't no Markiplier. I ain't gonna rival in this debauchery on fictional animals that can kill you.
Hey, and the Kaiju Brothers are back in the Twitch chat. They're saying HAC is back, baby.
Nido King.
Yeah, I am back. Not back in black, but just back. Although some people believe I have come back in black, but unfortunately that is not the case. More like tan. Also, answer Johnny's question real quick. He says, "How far along in Saint Seiya are you?" Well, Johnny, not as far along as I wish I have because due to my unfortunately in my absence, I have not been given the time to really to watch the series in habitually. However, I can say I can't say with certainty that I am. I'm gonna double check here because let's just say I have to watch the show through certain methods. And where is it? Where's that folder? Where's that folder? Here it is. Da 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 da.
Nope. You guys weren't supposed to see that.
Oh, well,
They saw my mouse.
Jesus. I am 8 episodes in of the original anime, and I am watching it Japanese subs, English subtitles. Japanese audio, English
JAC, we
subtitles.
should kill HAC so we can eat his
eight
bones.
episodes in. I know that's not a lot, but that's where I am. So if my memory serves correct, Seiya and the rest of the Saints are chasing after Phoenix and trying to gather all the pieces of the goat armor from the Black Saints. So there you go. So I've been paying attention. I've been watching, and I have been very much enjoying the show. Johnny said that's enough to know Shiryu is best boy. Shiryu? You know what? He is very tenacious. I'll give him that. That fight he had with Seiya is actually pretty awesome, especially considering how early on that happens in the show. But honestly, if I were to pick a saint that I'm actually vibing with, I think it would actually be if I remember his name, Sigyu, the blonde one, which is rare because I don't really like a lot of blonde characters, but I actually really do like him. I but who knows? Maybe my opinions will change as the story goes on, and I would like to actually
BTW
know
Hawk, I'm
more of the rest
sorry
of the
to tell you
saints,
this, but
except
I'm
for just
taking the
like
kids.
4 that are front and center.
Oh, quickly, just to warn, as I said, I warned you before, Hack, but she took your kids.
Oh, good, they're not mine.
Oh, we'll see, Alex there. He's not paying alimony, that's for sure.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Damn, they ain't my kids.
I need a DNA test. They're not my kids.
The results are in, and Jack, you are not the father.
Oh, wait, I don't have the.
Jack starts
Good thing they're
breakdancing on
just gonna
air,
go into the oven.
and the girl runs to the nearest couch that is always there backstage. Always there, always to the couch. And thank you, Johnny. Hyoga, thank you. And Johnny says you'll get it once he fights the Black Dragon. Gotcha. Gail says you're not watching the English stuff. You're missing out on the Bowling for Soup cover as the opening. No, I'm not missing out on the opening because Pegasus Fantasy is one of the best anime themes ever. As the kids say, don't at me. And
It's the
I'm
kids
sure
say,
the
don't
English.
at me.
I'm sure the English dub is fine.
Jack,
It's
can we
just,
kill Hawk again?
with something that was dubbed that early in like American TV, or not early, well, in terms of anime in America, something that's like within the 80s, those dubs are very hit or miss. So I'm gonna go with something that's more for certain, and I'm not gonna get like a bastardized version of the show, much like what
Please,
the
Jack?
early dubs of Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon went through back when those aired on American TV. Johnny says there's no English dub, never was, never will. Yeah, in his mind, there is only the Portuguese dub and the Japanese.
By the way, let's hold off on the mentions of cannibalism and killing. Just a little bit.
We'll say that for the after party stream.
Yeah, I mean it's already past Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yes, and we're gonna wait till the day after, a few days after Christmas, so we can talk about all the baby murders that happened.
Sorry, those are the killings and eatings of cannibalism. They're only exclusive to my streams. Yeah, it's a thing I can do, but Hack is kind of like.
Yeah, what kind of audience have you been brewing over there on Twitch? I know Twitch has some interesting people, but come on.
The ones that will, if I leave, I'm pretty sure if I become affiliate and I leave, they would set my chat on fire. That type. And I love it. I love them for that. I can't wait to become affiliate. That way I showed Hack the emotes that we have planned,
They look awesome.
and
And hopefully we can implement it to the YouTube end.
yeah, hopefully one day. But the YouTube part will be a little bit tougher, of course. Again, this is a kind of a shameless
He's
plug.
made a chat that had 10 people watching him smash or pass
But-
Pokemon.
Hold on, sorry, I had to let Alex talk. But yes, I
She's
did.
a woman.
I did have a
woman.
chat.
You don't wait for her to talk. You talk over her.
But I did have a chat that had 10 people watching me do the smash or pass. On a tangent. Okay. On the peak, in the middle of my stream, it was a 4-hour stream. In the middle of my stream, I had 11 viewers. Then from there, towards like the 7th or 8th gym, I was going down to like 6 to 4. And then as soon as I do the smasher pass, for some weird reason, people are like, "Oh look, someone's embarrassing themselves. Let's start watching them." And I had 10 viewers.
I mean, hey, look, it's you know, it's not to call anyone specific, but you know, it's how VTubers get you know, get their money. You know, they got to pay their bills,
Yeah,
and so
true.
to do so, they're gonna look like pretty anime characters and talk about dicks in a way that makes you not sure if they ever actually touch a dick.
I enjoyed watching your pain.
Oh yeah.
Because
Uh,
VTubers have weird personas.
yeah.
That's all I'll say on I'll say on that matter. But you
But-
know who'd be really good VTubers?
Mhm.
Alex and Millie.
I mean, that's why I added them. That's why
Exactly.
they're not there to just be a pretty face. They're actually there to talk. But what was I gonna say about the?
About your experience doing Pokemon Smash or Pass.
Well, other than
I'd
that,
be the hottest VTuber
other than
alive.
the smash or pass. Yeah. So, oh yeah, the selfless plug. So, guys, if you have Chrome or Firefox or anything like that, better yet, just go and check it out. It's Better TTV. That's what you use. If you use that, you will be able to use the channel's emotes that we have here before we even go to affiliate on Twitch, and also they work on YouTube as well. You can be able to use them now. It's just gonna be
bypassing the man.
exactly. It's just that you can use them now without having to go through all the other hoops. So you can use the Better TTV extension, and that way you'll be able to use our current emotes.
Isn't it amazing how we need to have thousands of people watch our videos so we can add little PNGs in the chat?
I know. That's the worst thing about YouTube. It's like, at least with Twitch, it gives you hope that you can be a big shot. It's like, oh, okay, have 50 followers, 3 people on average
I'm
view you.
insanely hot.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. You're insanely hot. This is why we have you. You're eye candy. But
Souls.
but yeah, we have, it's just that 50 followers, 3 viewers, and then if you want to get the partner, they changed it now to where it's like 75 followers. No, yeah, I think 75 followers and like a bunch of other viewers, like a big amount of viewers.
Good point, Millie.
Now,
We'll get there. I have confidence in Jack's ability to entertain y'all and to play games in a competent fashion.
oh, that's been out the window since RE4. I don't know if you've seen my oh, by the way, welcome Marty, welcome. But I don't know if you've seen my RE4 run, but
I don't have confidence in Jack.
yeah, Alex even said so. She doesn't have confidence in me. But
well, you know what? Don't feel
Confidence?
bad, because the only person I know personally who could play RE4 in the most efficient manner possible and do absolutely everything in that game would be only my father. And he did it laying on his bed, holding a Wii remote and nunchuck, playing the Wii version,
Mhm.
and he beat the entire thing and did the Ada missions and unlock the gangster costume and the knight costume.
But yeah, like my top highlight that I can remember was that there is a tunnel that you have to run through, and it has like pistons that will just like slam down on the ground. If you stand near it, you die instantly. Guess how many times I died by that?
Your
10.
dad sounds pretty swell.
I think you're pretty close, but probably cut it by half, like 5, 6, somewhere around that,
I
but
see.
still too high. And I couldn't
Well,
figure out why. It looked impossible, and I took one look to the left, and there was a lever right there, like literally a foot away from me. I just needed to turn left.
So what you're saying is you're not ready for RE4 remake.
No, I'm I'm ready for that. I'm ready to parry
Yeah.
the crap out of a chainsaw with the knife.
Yeah, but when you get to that moment in the remake, that lever is not gonna be at that place, and then you're gonna die actually 10 more times in that area. Also,
Also,
a few comments here in the
mhm.
YouTube end. First off,
And the main character.
First off, Ghetto says, oh no, I'm sorry, no. Johnny says Brazil does have the best voice actors in this godforsaken world. That sounds pretty biased, my guy. I need a source on that one. Ghetto says this is important to know which Pokemon sees slip the beef. That's a new phrase.
Flip the beef.
Johnny says Twitch Rogers are kind of weird, dog. I can't handle it. Ghetto says waiting on that Alex cover of CPR. Well, what's CP? What is it? I don't know what you.
Oh, the so that song, it's the one that goes damn it. It's like I suck dick like it's a PR, something like that. That's how the song goes, but it's a very raunchy song. But just leave it at that.
Jack,
Gotcha,
let's
horror music,
sing
gotcha.
CPR to Hawk.
Johnny says, "Why are you paying any attention to the whammon?" I'm not. Only Jack is, and he has to translate what they're saying to me because I can't hear them as one should. Johnny says the pistols are the easiest obstacles in gaming. My guy.
Yeah. I disappoint.
Hey,
It seems like I've
I
been
saved
disappointing
dick by
Johnny a
giving it
lot.
CPR. I saved
Well,
dick by
it
giving
seems that when
IT
there's no one,
CPR.
when it seems that when no one is there to make you look good, you're not as good as you really think you are, huh, Jack?
Hey, but who was the one that beat your ass 10 times in a row in freaking Mario Strikers? That's right, this guy.
In fairness, can I be fairness?
Yes.
All right. In fairness to that, I don't know how soccer is really played, so that's like asking anyone. That's like asking anyone in the world that's not American, Mexican, Puerto Rican,
Jack, I'm
or
pretty sure you
Japanese
were
to play
dreaming.
baseball.
I mean, here's
Do
the
you think they're
thing.
gonna know how they're gonna play baseball?
Here's my rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
I never played soccer in my life, and
Not even a goalie position.
nope.
Mm.
And
Every time you nod off, they'll say
hold on.
book on your neithers.
Every time you nod off, oh no. But that, and also, it's in your blood. Kind of like that one scene in South Park, where it's like, Tolkien, you're black, you can play the bass. It's just me going.
Did you see that clip recently? Because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I only know that because YouTube recommended that short like 2 days ago for me. I was almost tempted to show Ghetto, and it'll be even funnier because Ghetto can actually play the bass.
But yeah, it's the
There
same
you
thing
go,
with
Ghetto.
you.
You got one stir. I can't play the. I don't know how to play the bass.
No, I'm saying that you're Hispanic, you can play soccer.
No, I play baseball.
True, that's
Oh.
the other half. That's the other half. I forgot that the other half is like really good at baseball.
What other half is that? Both my folks were Mexican, or at least come from Mexican families. I'm essentially a pureblood by definition.
Oh, okay. I think I'm confusing. Yeah, but either way. Plus, there's also it can't hurt to look up a 5-minute video on how to improve.
I did. He said a little a 15-minute video, and I probably overloaded my brain.
For me, it was literally as simple as I knew my weakness, which was defense. So I was like, how to defend better in Mario Strikers.
Well, you know what? I
Mhm.
still beat you in episode 100. That's all that matters.
We
I
we
got.
we both got weapons then. We got our tools.
Yeah, we got our toolkit. We got our toolkit. Johnny says he kicked the ball in the goal. What else? What else do you need to know?
Exactly.
And says the artist who lives on the prairie. Johnny says, first off, don't make me slap the soccer out of your mouth. That's not a word.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what's funny about the World Cup?
it
So
does it relate to Team USA?
yes.
Okay, so I think I know what you're going for, and for the record, I have not watched a single game of any World Cup
Mm-hmm.
match. However, I have seen the USA memes on Twitter. So I'm assuming that's what you're referring to.
Yes.
Yes. And as always, if you have umbrage with the word soccer, don't blame the Americans, blame the British, and don't listen to Johnny because not all gringos are the same. Just like how Brazilians are not actually Latinos.
Ooh.
But he wouldn't care because as far as him, Brazil is number one, and then there's everyone else.
Man, if Johnny ever came to our chat, like if his first impressions of the chat would have been BR, I would have known instantly. For some weird reason,
Hey Jack, we should tell Hawk the fun fact
oh,
about
no.
Vaporeon.
Not the fun fact about Vaporeon, Millie, but every time whenever I saw I saw Brazilians type in chat. You know they were Brazilian because they kept typing in BR.
That's what I read.
Yep, that's exactly how you read it. Totally.
But
Moist
I think
Twix
that's
Eatable.
fun. We actually deal with a few things lined up for this episode, so it's not just all goofing around. Well, I mean, it's all goofing around, but there's an order to this chaos. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can't if it's all chaos, then it doesn't matter. And Ghetto says only associate Brazil with no. You should associate Brazil with Johnny and Blanca, and that's it.
Yes.
You associate it with some artist who draws he's a very talented artist, draws beautiful women. If you have money and you want pin up art, please, look up Johnny on Twitter, and he can actually get you some really nice art. And and as well, Brazil should always associated with the green monster.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of monsters
Mm-hmm.
and video games,
Mm-hmm.
uh uh Jack, you know what just dropped yesterday? Did you know what dropped yesterday, right?
OnlyFans?
No, I don't.
Well, Jack, yesterday the official trailer for the Mario Brothers movie dropped. Now, this is the actual official trailer, not the teaser that was shown many months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact, I was aware of this because of social media, but not in the way you think. Um, I didn't realize they can do this, but literally the official Super Mario Brothers movie Twitter account tagged me in a tweet to show that a personal tweet to show that the trailer has dropped.
Peach is a girl boss.
Huh.
So that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's probably the closest Nintendo's ever going to be associated with our channel.
Yeah, sad. Well, we can dream. We can dream.
Speaking of dreams, Ghetto says, well, him and the guy who stuck into a Dreamcast. Now Johnny says you can't even go for Laura, this effing guy. Hey, nah, Blanca's cool.
Yeah.
And it's like a broken character in like 2 Street Fighter games. two Capcom games. One of them's not Street Fighter. Hey, Blanca's cool. Don't diss on Blanca. And he's he's currently an entrepreneur. He's got a fade. He's wearing a suit now.
Yep.
He got put into Fortnite.
Oh
Don't
my god,
diss on-
did he?
Yeah, Blanca is officially in Fortnite along with Ryu and Chun Li.
And along with Goku, Naruto. What a world.
Yeah, the four king.
Also, Blue is in the chat.
Yay, Blue! Yes, Hack. I said the right name today. And hi, Jack.
Yeah, speaking of
Listen.
which, she did dead name me yesterday.
Petition for a HAC OnlyFans.
Oh wait, did she call you Hack?
Yeah.
Oh man. Then truly there is no difference between us.
There
Truly
is no difference.
except I'm prettier. Johnny says, "Tell you what, watch the Brazilian dub of that trailer and tell me if you don't have the better one." Nah, nah. Yo says, "I'm glad Blue showed up when I mentioned somebody." It's like, don't worry, she doesn't know what a Dreamcast is. At least I assume, because she is a geek, but I don't think she's a Sega geek. Watch Blue says, "I grew up around Sega console. Sega is my life." You think I'm blue because my favorite color? No, I'm blue because I'm a closeted Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Oh,
Deeply closeted.
the Kaiju Bros are saying, Hack is the vampire who might be black, and Jack is the ebony heartthrob. Oh, e-boy heartthrob, not ebony, sadly.
No, I get the melanin. You got your melanin for the
Remember
match,
to
but you have to
follow
give
the
it back.
channel,
I keep
For I am
mine.
the better girl.
Yeah, I forgot to give it back. Here, guys. Here's the melanin back. There you go.
Yellow says keep it keep it the tradition of showing up at the best times. Blue says I'm older than you, not me. Some Brazilian.
Dreamcast
Yeah,
is the
you're,
best
you're older.
console
Yeah,
ever.
but honestly, not that by much, Blue. Not by much. If I remember how old you were, you're not that older than me.
No, we got a new lore dropping. Millie now is officially likes the Dreamcast. She says
Yes.
Dreamcast is the best console ever.
Yeah, terrible controller. Terrible controller.
But best
great
games. Yep, great games.
Great games. In fact, the best games you ever play. And in fact, I even streamed two of them like 2 years ago now. Lou says when I even alive when a Dreamcast was a thing, I was just a child. It was just when I was born to this world. When I was born to this world, the Dreamcast didn't exist, and then when I turned 4, the Dreamcast lived, then it died.
Yep.
So I was around when it was alive. It's just I lasted longer. Ghetto says Blue's our older sister who we annoy. Yes,
Stairs a knife.
yes, she is. Yes, and we love her for it, and we glad she sticks around after all this time. There's definitely more funnier and probably more provocative.
Maybe
Better
provocative.
better brain YouTubers out there, big brain YouTubers out there, but she chooses to watches us, and that brings joy to my little heart.
Johnny says, "Somebody please throw a PS2 at their heads." No.
Yeah, and watch it crack because that thing was poorly built, unlike the GameCube and Xbox. Freaking a GameCube can survive anything. You shoot it and it'll still work. Well, Ghetto says Space Channel 5 stream when? Is that on stream? Okay, Jimmy, is that on Steam? Can I play Space Channel 5
Let me double check.
on Steam?
I'm
Because that
gonna look Space
because
Channel.
because
Oh,
I want to play the game that single-handedly saved the Josie and the Pussycats movie.
okay. So there's two. There's two. There is Space Channel 5 VR kind of funky news flash, and there's Space Channel 5 Part 2. I don't know what happened to Part 1, but yep.
So not the original.
No.
Blast. Foiled again. Well, if I get an Xbox 360, I can get Space Channel 5 to the Dreamcast collection.
But don't you wanna play it in VR and have a guest appearance of Miku Hatsune apparently? Because I'm looking at the screenshots right now.
No, because I don't have the tech for that. But I actually understand why Miku's there. That
It's perfect.
I don't know how. No, because Sega they have the license for Miku and all that. They literally make her games. Blue says, "Oh wait, when you were 4, we were actually pretty close in age. And why did I think you were like barely 20?" Well, first off, thank you. I like to keep my appearances. Try to stay healthy as much as I can. So I'm glad you thought I was younger. But no, we're for the record, I am 26. And I turned 26 about a month ago. So, I am an older man
And I am the youngest.
by like 8 months.
Hey, I'm 25.
By like 8 months.
Still.
Yes, it's the boy. It's the boyish charm. Thank you, Get. It's the boyish. Well, actually, Jack has the boyish charm because he's the e-boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I have the creeper's charm since I'm a ebony vampire.
Creeper.
Johnny says Jack's mind's been too waifu oriented. Well, after he did the Pokemon Smasher Pass, and he should have done the logical thing and actually just chose female characters, but no, he went straight to the Pokemon.
Yeah,
True.
true.
And Johnny is 24. Yeah, see, we know our audience. We know our audience. And actually, we got too much of a tangent. Shall we, Jack? Shall we start saying up to see the Mario trailer?
Oh yeah. Let me see. Can you give me the link and I'll be. Or
No.
actually, no. You can just stream it. Or do you not have faith in your
Don't forget to follow and
depends.
subscribe for
Do you
more
have faith
of
in
me,
Wi-Fi?
because I am the best girl.
I do not have faith in Wi-Fi. Give it to me.
Yeah, you're the one that got to do all this mess now. Don't look at me.
Also, Chris is in the chat. He says Hack is older than Methuselah, but younger than Vandal Savage.
Okay, no. First of all, I point of order. I am at least younger than Nebuchadnezzar. All right, I'm younger than Nebuchadnezzar, but I kind of remember Hammurabi's reign. I don't really want to talk about it. It's very personal.
You know what's weird? So
Hold on. Blue says I'll be 29 like a week. Surprising I only have 1 year left to be a 20 something. And no, Baby Blue, we're all getting older. Just accept it. Don't make a big deal out of it. And also, you're still young. Don't get in your head that once the 20s are gone, things are changed. No. You still got a good amount of time for you. Be positive. Be glad you're still living and that you still have time to live a prosperous life.
also
Don't think negative like that.
apparently, Alex, I didn't even hear it. Is trying to petition for you to have for the Hack Jack OnlyFans. You know what?
No.
Yes. You know what we can do? Because
What?
OnlyFans is not just for all that dirty stuff. It's basically a Patreon that they perverted a Patreon, basically. That's what it is. OnlyFans is a perverted Patreon.
Been up with
Patreon-
Alex.
But Patreon also lets you do perverted things, so it's
Yeah, but OnlyFans is not strictly for that. So, loophole. You're gonna just get pictures of ducks for 5 months. $5 a month is just pictures of ducks.
no. Get them pictures of roosters, and we can send them. We send send them our cocks.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and pictures of the great tit. You remember that bird? So get
and-
two of them and it's 2 great tits.
And the blue boobies.
Ah, yes, and the blue boobies. Yep, perfect. There you go.
And don't forget them hooters.
Oh, yep, that too. See, we're just gonna be raking in that money.
Exactly. All that OnlyFans money. And also, I sent you the link to the Mario Brothers trailer in the
Flamethrower
sources.
acquired.
Oh no, Millie got a flamethrower. Where did she get that?
It's fine. It's fine. It's to quote a great entrepreneur, kids love flamethrowers.
Yeah, kids love them. They're fine.
Johnny says he has the boy's charm right every day. He has a new story about crushing a girl's heart. I love how Johnny has exaggerated my one tweet to make it seem like I really am this misogynist POS.
All right.
And also I'm not Blackula, I'm Black Dracula. Get it right, Johnny. Ghetto says I knew I was when I saw Prawn Stars born in the year 2000. Now I'm armchair therapist. Get my Freudian pipe. How does that make you feel, Ghetto? How does that make you feel?
Uh-oh. Is it not looking?
And he says, and he knew
Dollar
he was
Tree.
when he stopped lying about his age to go to the site.
Is it not looking at the?
Blue says, I'm gonna make an awesome eccentric old lady, so I'm mostly cool with the whole age thing. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Ah,
Johnny
this
says,
boring thing.
if Johnny says, if you get in a hot tub, I'm leaving. I swear to God. Johnny, can I commission you to draw Alex and Millie in a hot tub?
Ooh, yeah. Then I could technically say it's a hot tub stream.
Boom, done. And Chris says no. I don't know what he's saying no to, but it's just a big old no.
I apparently cannot full
Get-
screen this, can I?
Ghetto says nursing homes for our gen is gonna be lit.
Oh,
That's
wait.
see, that's the problem. You're gonna be saying lit, and then the nurses goes, and then your nurses will be like, oh, he's just saying some old slang. I forgot what it means. And you go, nah. As it goes, nah. It's like, no, lit means that lit. Lit means being lit, and then you forget the definition, and then no one knows what lit means anymore. Johnny says, "Nah, my dude, Jack is the one telling stories about making girls cry." Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I did have a story about
stole
that.
I stole your misogynist credit, Jack. My apologies.
But let me see
I
here.
gotta get that to you.
I don't know if this thing. Can you see what's on the screen? I can see
I
what
see
people are
what's-
seeing. What's on the screen?
I can see it, yeah, but yeah, I can see it. And
Oh,
from the
and
YouTube
it's gone.
end, and it's gone.
Yeah, and it's gone.
All right, then you
Hold
want to
on.
do the old.
No, I know what it is. Let me stop sharing for a second.
Ghetto says I'm gonna be saying stuff like these pills are whack, like crack, all
Alright.
over my back.
Settings. Extensions.
Back to the attack.
System.
You can't handle that because I'm whack.
Getting rid of hardware acceleration.
Johnny says you could bet your effing eyes you could commission me to do that. Well, you know what? You know what?
What?
Jack, we gotta put our resources to commission Johnny, the most beautiful fan art of our ladies.
Perfect.
And it'll be so beautiful. We had to commission a safe for work and a not safe for work version.
Damn it! It's still not working.
All right, should we do the old-fashioned way then?
Yeah. For some reason it's illumination. They had it to where it's like.
Oh, they want me to then just choose a different different upload of the video then?
Yes.
All right. Look at me. I mean, man, screw me trying to go from the official trailer from the official channel. Well, screw you, Illumination. I'm gonna pick the one from the people who just copy your stuff.
Because I think I could just turn off the hardware acceleration on Discord, but then I'll have to restart Discord.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. All right, I'm sending you a different link. Let's try again.
Or it could be just YouTube in general just not wanting to do it.
It's possible. Chris says that is not wizard. GG. Congrats.
It's amazing how they got rid of hardware. They did this with hardware acceleration, like sneaked it in.
Ghetto Chris, what was the slang that was used in Batman Beyond? I'm trying to remember. They had I know it's not what the shell. That's the turtles. What's the slang they had in Batman Beyond?
Yeah, it's not working.
All right, you want to do the old-fashioned way then?
Yeah. Well, I'll do the old-fashioned way if I can.
All right, old-fashioned way. We'll just watch it on our own ends, and just time everything.
Delete
Time.
the TV.
Shui, thank you, Ghetto. Thank you, Shui. The stream's not very Shui. Hey, can someone on the Twitch tab make one of the girls say Shui?
Yes, please.
I want to see if the software can handle that.
Oh, they'll say it. And someone else type in Smeef.
Ghetto says, I know Spider 29 they had shock. What the shock? I should do that. So Johnny, in the year 2099, Johnny actually says, you can bet your shocking ass you can commission me to do that.
Guys, don't look at this. Don't look at it. It's scuffed. Don't look at it, please.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, Daniel. Look at it.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think you're echoing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot. I forgot about it. I'm dumb.
Where's the done set? We gotta give Jack a done set.
Wah,
Muda,
wah,
muda,
wah.
muda.
Remember the time that Casper was put in a corner and he had to wear a dunce hat in the School of Ghosts? For what reason?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
By the
Why
way,
did people? What was Casper? Why did Casper? Why was Casper hated by the other ghosts? I don't get it.
because
Oh wait,
he
I remember
didn't
now.
scare.
Exactly. He couldn't do his freaking job. That's right.
Oh wait.
Oh boo! Oh boo hoo! I couldn't do what I'm born to do. Have pity on me. No, you're gonna get a pet dog. That dog's gonna die, and then you're gonna have a very tragic death scene for a children's show. But it's all right because now you get the ghost dog like Luigi. Remember, Luigi has a ghost dog.
Oh, and I'm using the second Link trailer, by the way.
Johnny says, "Bro, change your gender, but don't change your grammar. I can't be bothered to learn
Shui.
new words anymore."
Oh, she
I'm
says
just
it.
messing, man.
She says it. She says it
She says
like
Shui.
perfectly.
Oh, that's Shui past cool.
Let me try Smeef.
Thank
try
you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Chris, for that line.
Smeef.
Shui past cool.
Hell yeah, Smeef. She could say Smeef.
Oh, that sounds dirty. I don't want to say it.
Why? It's not even dirty. It's just Smeef.
It sounds dirty.
You sound dirty.
I mean,
That's right. I said
I'm not gonna deny it.
it.
It's part of my charm.
Part of his charm. But all right, I am ready.
All right. I'm ready. I'm at the 000 mark.
Same here.
All right then. Let's go ahead. Watch it. Watch it, and if you have anything to comment, just say pause and open, and we'll both pause. All right.
All right.
All right. Playing in 3, 2, 1. Play. Mario.
Why so serious?
Pause.
I'm paused.
Those are some really well animated overalls.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Those are nicely animated overalls. I am in shock because it's Illumination, and they bothered to have their clothes have textures on them.
I'm still wondering
Alright.
why the music is so serious.
It's a trend for a lot of modern trailers where, hey, take a popular song from anything and make it cinematic. How do you make it cinematic? Oh, piano and then bombastic brass. It's just
Reverb,
dumb.
piano.
Trailer marketing 101. It's trailer music 101. It's nothing special. Like every band under the sun has had that done to a trailer at one point. Even recently with forget what it was, but I think that new Marvel strategy game, they have a trailer where they did the same cinematic trailer music for a Metallica song of all things.
That's so weird.
I digress. All right, let's continue on. I'm on 11 seconds in.
All right, same here.
All right, play in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, that's a go.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Pause. Okay, that's actually that caught me off guard.
Just getting beaten down.
How do we start the trailer? Let's have Donkey Kong just slap the absolute shock out of Mario. That was actually, oh, you know what? Okay, that was good timing. That was good timing. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. Hopefully now that does make me worry. I'm hoping that's not the best joke, because if you know anything about movie trailers, they tend to put the best stuff in. So I am hoping there's, I'm hoping that what we see in the trailer is not all the good material, because if that is, oh man, this movie's gonna suck.
Yeah.
All right, so 29 seconds in.
Mhm.
Ready?
Ready.
All right. Play in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Not sure if you know who I am,
There we go.
but I'm about to rule the world.
Wow, yay.
But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
Not the
You think I
mustache.
know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it?
I mean,
Because I don't.
oh.
Bowser is coming.
Say pause.
Oh wait, you said pause?
I said, did she say pause?
No.
Oh, I thought you said pause.
All right, where did we both accidentally pause in?
I'm on 50. I'm 57 seconds in.
I'm at 59. Let me move it back. All right, I'm ready.
All right, I gotta pay attention more. Also, I am not digging Peach's face. I'm not digging it.
I don't
Her
know. I'm
body
fine
pro-
with it.
No, her body proportions are weird.
Mm.
Like I don't know. There's something off about her design. But nevertheless, let's play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Together, we
Oh,
are
I
going
see it
to
now.
Stop that monster.
Yeah, I see it
Look
now.
at us. We're adorable.
I got this. No problem. Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now! Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Oh, he's gonna fall off. That's Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Oh, he did the thing.
He did the thing.
He did the thing.
He did the thing.
Now,
All
there
right,
anything
so
else? No, there's not.
that was all of it. All right. So I have thoughts. I have thoughts. I have opinions. Now that they saw the whole thing.
Okay.
So first, let me read some of the chat real quick. Ghetto says Nintendo would have. Well, first, actually, no. But Johnny says he used regards to Mario, he used to be double cheeked up. They nerfed him.
Yep, they nerfed him.
You mean he lost weight?
Nah.
Ghetto says Nintendo would have sent the ninjas after the studio if this trailer sucked. True. And also since of course Seth Rogen is voicing Donkey Kong. Bananas, dude. Weed. Johnny says stop trying to make shock happen. Well, shock you, Johnny. Shock you. That's not very shui.
Not
Ghetto says
very sure.
0 out of 10. Peach's mouth isn't sex. You know what? That was it. That was also one of the things that caught me off about Peach. She doesn't have the luscious lips.
That is true. She doesn't have those lips.
Which is interesting because that's part of her designs. I wonder if there's any attention to be like, yeah, let's not give her these lips. And
Also,
it'd
howdy,
be
weirdo. Sorry, I
maybe it may be too distracting. I don't know, or I don't know. But it's one of her, for few feminine details. I don't know why they took that away.
I am more confused that I thought this whole movie was gonna be about the the whole shtick with Mario save the princess, but it seems like it's more like save Luigi on this one.
Yeah, I mean, just from the trailers, and it wouldn't be the first time Mario has to save Luigi.
But it's weird to have it like right off the bat instead of saving a princess, don't you think? Or or is that too cliche?
I mean, the fact of going on a journey to save someone is cliche in of itself, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think at this point though, because the games have actually no, not even recently, since Super Mario Brothers 2, Peach has already been established as a character who can work alongside Mario and doesn't always have to be rescued. It's honestly not that big a deal.
Marty on Twitch actually made a good point. Peach somehow is more ready than both of them. I mean, well, actually, okay. To caveat to that, Peach lives in the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and Luigi, it's their first time there. But yeah.
It's definitely gonna be more of a kind of fish out of the water story as Mario and Luigi are being introduced to the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. And also, Ghetto says, yeah, they are throwing everything and the kitchen sink into this. It's like the inverse of the first Sonic movie. It very much is. with all obviously there's a whole bunch of references to the greater Mario series and franchise as a whole, which is actually pretty cool. It'll be in it will be fun for the fans to kind of pick out. Oh, I recognize that. Oh, recognize that. Of course, on the warning of that is we hopefully the whole movie is not just one big hey, remember this and all that. Hopefully it's not like that. We actually get like I'm not looking for an interesting story. I'm not looking for great acting. I am looking just for a fun Mario movie with fun colorful scenes, something that anyone can enjoy. There's gonna be cringe humor, and the barometer is if it's not cringier than Sonic doing the flossing dance, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Johnny says, "Oh yeah, he's completely unrelated." He says, "Oh yeah, hack new info. When the guys stormed CM Punk's locker room, they forced the door open and the door knocked two of Punk's dog's teeth. What the heck? Jeez, that's just that story is developing more. Yeah, CM Punk was definitely in the right in that confrontation. Jeez, talk about talk about brutal management. Any case, back on topic. Well, overall, I'm digging I'm digging the trailer. I was I would like tomorrow sound like Mario, but at least he has his Mario isms with with the woohoo and all that. And
Do you think the more he stays in the kingdom, the more that's gonna come out from him? Like, as in, like, not from this movie, but just like in general. Is that the reasoning why he's now doing those type of voices?
I think we could go for the trailer. Maybe his little arc could be that maybe he's someone that's very reserved and doesn't really and not very open. It could be something like that, which is very interesting for Mario since he's the lead character. He's the one that's out there, very outgoing, energetic,
I mean,
and takes a man of action. You
that's
know,
what happens when you live in
whereas
Brooklyn.
yeah, of course he should have a Brooklyn accent. He should be, "Hey, Luigi, why'd you put up the pasta? You gabagagoosh," and all that.
Yeah, you gabakakoosh. What?
Cannolis and all that. All the Italian stereotypes. Ghetto says, well, actually, no. It's first. Johnny says, even if this movie sucks, we'll have that illegitimate parody.
Yep.
Ghetto says, it's weird how people are freaking out over minor details in the trailer. Sonic 2 had a whole wedding side plot that could have been a totally different movie, and people weren't as upset, despite the reputation Sonic fans have. People are going to nitpick the heck out of something that's a big movie. I mean, there's all. I mean, the Mario movie's already being picked apart by people who don't even know better. Like, I think I saw a comment that because there's a rainbow bridge, all of a sudden that's a allusion to gay pride. I was like, motherfucker, have you never ever played a Mario Kart before? Get that. It's like, get your culture war BS out of here. This is it ain't about the gays and it ain't about you not liking the gays. It's about Mario Kart and how
You know,
people are still mad at each other for those bananas.
I am hoping that there's gonna be a Mario Strikers reference.
Um, if they are gonna do Mario sports references, I don't think it'll be strikers because
I
no,
know. It'll be golf.
because it'll be golf and tennis because those are the more popular Mario
I
sports games.
know. I know. But a man can dream.
A man can dream. Who knows? Maybe this movie. Well, actually, this movie is going to be successful. Nintendo has invested too much to not be it. So when the inevitable sequel does happen, number one, they should. You know what the sequel should be?
What?
The sequel should just be the same movie, but Mario goes through a harder experience, like the real Mario Brothers 2 sequel, or but only in Japan. The rest of the world, they get a completely different movie, but in the last minute they just change all the models to the Mario character. Ghetto says, I want to say this movie feels like a hard compensation for the first Mario film. It could it it definitely does feel like it. Number one, already because Nintendo is has their I don't say ninjas. Ninjas is too generic. What's a better word? Um Nintendo uh has their mech squad on Illumination Studios. You know, they're their Gundams and all that. They're gonna they're gonna make sure that they're gonna release a good product, and as well, it also seems like genuinely the people working behind the scenes, you know, they have a history of Mario, and they want to use all the resources they can available from Nintendo to show that appreciation for a character who is about to reach like 40 years. Let's not forget Mario's thing. I don't forget when the 35th anniversary was, but Mario's about to be in his 40s. So, so there you go. There you go, Blue. You're 10 years younger than Mario.
Yeah.
Let's see. Johnny says that's so stupid. Everybody loves lesbians, except lesbians.
Ah,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, that you should look at those death statistics. Ghetto Ghetto says in culture war nut jobs probably got bored with strings, so leading back to gays. I know, no, they're involved somehow. I'll still go all the film. You still go see. Oh, okay, he's quoting. I'll still go. Yeah, I've always found that funny. Of people, if they're not critics, they'll still go see the things that they find have problems with, but they'll still see it. So it's like
Oh,
okay,
it's just
you
like this
just
Pokemon game.
yeah. It's like or the new Sonic game,
Oh yeah,
which
that too.
which apparently was competently made
I thought people
and
were like actually having good reviews on it, not just competent. Let me double check.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Sonic fans loving it. People are not Sonic fans. They're disappointed that there's not enough to lambast it with.
It says here overwhelmingly positive. 9,000
Exactly.
reviews.
Exactly. I think at the time when the game was just released, I think I was seeing a lot of sevens. But it's just I'm just loving the fact that Sonic releases a legitimately well made game and people are upset. Johnny says, "Save the world, stop a hate watcher." And a hate listener. I should stop listening to podcasts that make me angry. I should stop doing that.
Oh, and just to go back a little bit, let's see. Oh, Marty just says Sonic Straight to Shadow, 2 movies in. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I get,
I mean,
can I get the full context? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
did you not watch the Sonic movie, the second one?
We did. We did a whole stream about it,
Oh yeah,
and
my
the
bad.
reaction stream to a literal blue Muppet.
No, but yeah, the Sonic movie, like at the now it's a good time to I guess spoil the ending credits
Oh,
because
for Sonic 2?
yeah,
Yeah,
basically it
but
showed Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog coming
So
soon
that's
to
what
a
Marty was
theater near
talking
you.
about. It's going from Sonic straight to the Shadow arc in just 2 movies.
Yeah, which I will say, which is disappointing because that it would have been nice if the movies actually did the Genesis trilogy. I mean, the two kind of the second movie did kind of jump to Sonic 3 in a way by introducing Knuckles. But you know, they could have done the Death Egg, but if I were to guess, well actually, Jack, do you know what the Death Egg is?
Yes, of course.
All right, just not just I have to establish you're not a fake Sonic fan. But but it could be that maybe they want to avoid the Death Egg because they don't want people thinking about Star Wars when they're watching the movie.
Well, that's the problem that happened whenever they made that Sonic game.
Well, I'm thinking from a marketing viewpoint.
Oh, and Johnny
Yeah,
says
because you don't want people thinking of other movies when you're watching your movie.
true, but I mean it's just a reference, a big
Well,
reference.
no, Death Egg is a critical plot thing, and as well, um, oh, and also, but that the Death Egg stuff does tied into Angel Island and the Echidnas, which the Sonic movies have. They established the Echidna race, but they also established that is very different from the main Sonic continuity, so they can't. So they're probably like, well, because we're not establishing the way that was done in the games or even the Archie comics. You know, we can't we can't do Sonic 3, we can't do Sonic Adventure because we haven't established the echidnas that way.
Mhm.
So the next course of action, when you look at it, because the big stories of Sonic after Sonic 3, you get Sonic CD, which is essentially one big side story, and that was before Sonic 3. Uh, the Sonic didn't have any main continuity games for the Sega 32X or Sega CD or Sega Saturn. You know, Knuckles got a game that's literally like a side game. So the next big story will be Sonic Adventure, but Sonic Adventure ties into the whole echidnas thing, which is not established in the Sonic movies. So what's the next big thing? Go to Sonic Adventures 2 story because you don't have to establish any of the echidna lore.
Yeah. True.
Oh man. Johnny says Shadow better have his machine gun. I do hope that Sonic 3 has at least a callback to his game. Maybe you don't see with a machine gun, but maybe we see him fire a gun of some sort.
Nah, I want to see the machine gun, and I want him to do the impossible by cocking it like a
He cocks the
shotgun. Like a
I
freaking
doubt
shotgun.
it, but I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see.
And I want someone I want one of the gun soldiers be like, "How the hell did you do that?"
And then Shadow just shoots him.
Yes, exactly.
Johnny's everyone loves edgelords. That's true. That's true. Look at Final Fantasy VII. Ghetto says it's not like there's a Star Wars film in theaters. Thankfully, there haven't been any in a while. That's true. They're mostly, mostly been on Disney Plus, but it's a marketing thing. You don't want people thinking of. I mean, let's face it. Sans the recent Star
Get
Wars movies,
motivated, damn
you
it.
don't want your audience to think of a better movie than what they're watching.
Oh, and let's see. Marty says, "Master Emerald is the Chaos Emeralds through me. Even after Sonic Frontiers, where the emeralds came from another world or an alien world. I didn't know that."
I will say this: if you have, for anyone who has played Sonic Frontiers, I will hold off because I would like to play the game one day. So that's fine for now, but I would like to. I don't know fully the Frontier story, and I would like to know it when I eventually play it. So just if you have any Frontiers plot things you want to drop, just hold it. Save it for someone else who's talking about Sonic Frontiers because I don't want to be spoiled by that. I don't want to be spoiled. I would like to
all right.
know what
Well,
happens
here's
in
a
that game.
spoiler. Sonic is blue.
Damn it! I should have known. I should have known.
I should have known.
I should have known. I always. Not next. You're gonna tell me he has green eyes.
Dang. I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I lied. They're brown actually.
Yeah.
I am strength. I am
Or were
power.
they?
I am
Watch my
everything.
50
very
minute video
being is the
essay about
sword of the
Sonic's
god
eye.
that will destroy all. I am Darko
Oh, I
Hines
lied.
Asano.
I lied.
The end
I didn't
has
make that
come.
video, but someone on YouTube did.
Alex is now quoting. She says, "I am strength, I am power, I am everything. My very being is a sword of the god that will destroy all. I am Takehaya Susano. The end has come." There you go. Just there.
That sounds gay.
Oh, well, Alex, you're gay now.
No, yeah, no. Alex is not gay. I know that. I will it.
Wait, so does this mean she's not into guys?
Yeah, no, wait, what? Don't trick me. Don't trick me. Yeah, no, she's into guys. Don't you Bayo 3 me.
You said she's not gay. Being gay is being attracted to guys.
But she's a woman.
Exactly. So then there's only one thing she can be attracted to if she's not gay.
Oh, shut up.
Haha,
don't you do this to
semantics. Hey, I have to do it at least once.
Why
After
don't you?
4 years, after not 4 years, 4 weeks.
Johnny says she gay. Do I drop the cease in Alabama? No, no, none of that. None of that. None of that. Keep your fan fiction to yourselves.
War is my master. Death
He
is
also
my
says, "Oh,
mistress.
have I finished Bayonetta 3?" No, because unfortunately, I do not have access to my usual game consoles. So Bayonetta 3 I will finish that when I finish that. That's unfortunately all I can say about that.
But what do you do in your spare time, by the way?
I don't have spare time at work.
Not even like.
I'm
what-
Well. Here's the all right. Here's the realities. I work with 8 to 10 hour days, so that doesn't leave me a lot of spare time.
Hmm.
And the time I do have on those work days, I am literally resting and eating dinner. And on the days I'm off from work, like today,
Hmm.
I am doing my laundry and preparing various tasks that are part of my weekly duties. So the time I have for video games is even less than before.
See, guys, if you're here for the video game content, you're gonna have to stick with me.
Ex-
See, you're
exa-
stuck with me. Oh,
yeah, but Shenmue 3 is happening.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word.
He is a man of
Shenmue
his
3,
word.
I will make it happen because I still have the means to stream that game, and I do not care if it's not done with a fancy the not fancy, but the more reliable Streamlabs. That game doesn't. I don't deserve to have that game in my Steam library. I already have the PS4 version. I am content with that, and I will play it on the PS4. How's work's been beating the beating the man? Is it the man ass or the man's ass? Which
The
one is
man
it? Ghetto?
ass. Just a man ass.
Like Hanks, the best kind. Johnny says, "Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to stick it in Jack." Chris says, "Hack, you don't have to do." Actually, I do have to, Chris. It's my punishment for losing
No, you're
against Jack
stuck in
and
here
Mar
with Alex
on the
and
last fight
I.
night. It was it was my last punch. If I was better, Jack instead of Jack failing in RE4, he could have failed in Resident Evil remake,
Yeah, yeah.
which would be even better because um he will have to deal with how Resident Evil used to be and go. I don't see the appeal of these games. I don't know how people like them. They're trash. They don't. They. I'm glad they're remade, so I have to play these old things again. This sucks, bro.
I just don't want tank controls.
Nah. He thinks classic horror games are all trash and don't deserve to be replayed. Yeah, he told me that in private.
Yeah, I am always 100% the contrarian. Always.
Exactly. He believes Resident Evil started at RE4.
I believe that the
No,
Resident
no,
Evil
no, no,
Netflix
no,
movie
no,
is
no,
canon.
no. Scratch that. Scratch that. He believes Resident Evil started with Dead Space 1.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was just gonna make up more things about Jack, like how he uh I can't think of any on the spot. Oh, oh, hey, it's old high school memory came up. Do
All
you
right.
remember the time in that in the class we shared
Mhm.
was remember when I think someone brought their Xbox 360. I forget who it did, but
Oh
someone
yeah,
did.
yeah.
And of course, they're like, we want to get
Repent,
on the
for
fun,
tomorrow you
and
die.
they had, I think it was the Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we're like, yo, it's like, yeah, I play Street Fighter. Everyone's like, yeah, Street Fighter. And then of course they're playing, and then when it comes to us, eventually, and the way I remember it is like it went from everyone being casual, just pressing buttons, and as soon as Boba's got the controller, it got serious
Yeah.
because we actually knew what we're doing.
Yeah.
And like we're like concentrating, we're concentrating trying to actually play the game. And I think it got to the point where I think we were having fun. Everyone else, I think they were kind of getting uncomfortable, or they were I think they were getting uncomfortable just the fact that wow, I was like, oh, they know how to play.
The
and
hey,
and
hey.
at least that's how I remembered it.
Okay, so on my perspective with that, it's still the same. But at the same time, I mean, y'all seen our fight nights. When it comes to the fight nights, I'm the one that's always bantering because, well, one, it messes with people's heads, and two, as much as I like to stay competitive with it, I kind of want to keep some of the casual fun of it.
Nah, that's really
Meanwhile,
fair.
yeah. So meanwhile, Hack is just full on zeroed into the game, I will still taunt him, like saying, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." But meanwhile,
And sometimes that gets to me. Sometimes.
yep. And meanwhile, I'm here always noticing that we had like this thing. It was like the turn based. Like, so if I win and the other one loses, they have to switch out controllers with someone else, and ended up with just being either me or Hack staying constantly and someone else trying to beat us as best they can, not even getting down to half health. And it got to the point where I don't remember who, but I know one of us did it pretty quickly, where we realized like this is not fun for everyone else, and I think it was either you or me that said, "Hey, do you guys want the controller because just to have some fun with, like, just so y'all can play?"
I'll take the credit because that sounds, very humble and very noble of me.
Totally.
Eventually, we did pick a game that none of us got to play. Which Dragon Ball game did that they also had? I think it's one of the Raging Blasts.
I thought it was Burst Limit, but it could be Raging Blast.
It could be Burt. Honestly, that era of Dragon Ball games is like a big blur to me. I wouldn't know the difference between a Burst Limit to a Raging Blast to Ultimate Tenkaichi.
True.
Ghetto says, I did that in arcade this weekend, got a 20-win streak in it. Marvel's Capcom 2. Hope you got some money out of that, Ghetto. And hope you didn't get your butt whooped after you left. Hopefully no money was on the line. But if you did, get your money and run. Don't even count. Don't stand a count. Just run. Get out of there.
Oh, but that was a very interesting moment, man. I kind of miss those days just because of that, the awkwardness.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, it is what it is. What
To the max.
I think in that entire school, we were like one of maybe 3 people who actually knew how to play fighting games.
Yeah.
Maybe, no, or maybe I can't say it was just the 2 of us, but it felt like it was just the 2 of us.
Yeah. It really did feel like that. I don't know anything about what was his name? I'm actually kind of not sure about his name anymore. Tall, lanky guy.
Tall looking guy.
Always wore like a purple jacket.
Oh, should we say? Oh, I remember his name. Do you want me to say? Should we say his real name or?
I don't know. Should we? Nah, let's not. But either way.
All right. We'll give him a name. I'll call him Dimitri because of how much he really talked about his Russian heritage.
Ah, yeah. So Dimitri.
Dimitri.
He played a lot of games, but I don't think he ever played a lot of fighting games. So we were really the only ones that played a lot of fighting. That's the one thing I hate about fighting games.
What?
It's a double-edged sword. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, but sometimes for a good chunk of the time, it's fun for you, but not for the other person. Even if you're going easy on them.
Yeah, it's one of those things. How to put this? It's one of those. It's because fighting is one of those things that it's hard for. Okay, I'll put it this way because there's tons of videos on this topic. So I'll put this out there. Fighting games are not hard to learn or hard to play. At least if you're going with something that's like in a Street Fighter and you're not trying to play a hyper game like Marvel or any anime fighter or Tekken. But even then, you can kind of span your way to Tekken. But they're because I mean, think about it. When Street Fighter 2 came out, Street Fighter 2 was huge, and a whole bunch of people played the original Street Fighter 2. And in those early cabinets, there wasn't anything showing you how to do the moves, but everyone loved playing it, and eventually everyone learned.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to learn those games. I think what it is now is that because the fighting game scene has been around for so long that it seems very impenetrable for people who want to get good at the game. Because guess what? There's already people who've been playing a genre that is very um as varied in and of its in itself. And what I mean by that is that if you learn Street Fighter and all the fundamentals that come with it, you essentially are ready to learn any other fighting game, because almost all fighting games are fundamentally designed after Street Fighter 2. Even if it's and even something that's like Mortal Kombat, which does things a bit differently, but they all have that fundamental design. And because of that, all those years, because that design has relatively been kept the same and not have any drastic changes, at least with the more popular games, it makes it easier for people who've played for a long time to adapt to new games. And for newcomers, it made it seem difficult because they're going up against, at least online, and with other people who have played maybe not the game they're playing right now, but they are used to the mechanics and the fundamental skills needed to play a fighting game, because they across all sorts of franchises and series, you know. And as well, it's all very skill based, and is also very much in your reflexes.
Yeah.
and and which, you could say the same thing for shooters. That also is very, if anything, that's even more strict about timing and so forth. But not every shooter is the same. Playing COD is a very different experience to playing Overwatch, even though they're first person experience. They're both FPS games, but they're designed very differently with similar but not the same controls.
Mm-hmm.
But but you go from Street Fighter to KOF, you could still play both games. They're gonna have their nuances and differences and mechanics, but ultimately you can still find a way how to play either one, and still come out on top, because of whichever where you started from. A KOF player can learn how to play Street Fighter, and a Street Fighter player can learn how to play KOF. Not the same for any other genre, especially real time strategy games or MOBAs.
I would say when it comes to anything with fighting games, the good tip would be learn how to play a regular character. And when I say regular, I mean one that does the quarter circles. I don't remember what's the actual term, but yeah, that
The
one,
Shoto, the Shoto.
that one, and a charge character,
Yeah,
and that's about
and
it. You're pretty good
but
from
the
there.
but the better advice is that pick a character that you find interesting.
Well,
Is the
that too, but I just mean like if you want to have something that can transfer over, because then if you go into a different fighting game that only does charge characters, then you still at least know that that's how you use a special move for that game.
true, and the most important thing is you gotta have fun with it. Like I see Johnny's comment. He says KOF is way too fast paced for noobs. That's actually pretty true. KOF is a very demanding game, and sometimes how you start getting to a series determines well you stick around. Like my actual first experience with King of Fighters was playing the Orochi Saga collection on the Nintendo Wii, and of course and I'm up against the extremely unfair S&K AI.
Yeah.
Extremely unfair. But I had a good time, because freaking there's so many characters to learn, but that means also new opportunities to find characters that you didn't think you're gonna like, or characters that are very interesting. And Johnny, get over it. Char's characters are awesome.
And Marty says, DNF is the easiest fighter ever. I don't know about that. I mean, I never played it. Have you?
I have not played DNF, but if you want to play it an actual easy fighting game, I mean it depends what you mean by easy. Like easy to control, or easy to learn, because there's some fighting games that have very simple controls but take a lot to learn, like Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter has only punch, kick, and grab, but even with those three buttons, there is still a lot to learn about how to play efficiently with Virtual Fighter. Then there are games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's technically 8 buttons. No wait, 6 buttons. I'm sorry. No wait, yeah, 6 buttons, but has a very understandable control scheme. You have two punch buttons, two kick buttons, and two buttons for each of your assists. And that is very and
Mm.
that is and you can get into the rhythm of playing a game like that much quicker than really trying to understand how to get good at Virtual Fighter.
Marty says for DNF, the specials are all one button.
There you go. Then it
Oh, and
comes to
supers apparently.
then it comes to execution, not having to do the inputs. Which, you know what, if that's fine. It's work. The fighting game just has to be designed around that because you can't just add that willy nilly. Which I'm actually glad that Street Fighter 6 is adding that type of option so that more players can play Street Fighter. That's actually pretty cool. And I'm not and I'm not so stuck up about, oh no, you got to play the traditional way. No, play it the way you feel, and then when you feel like you're ready, move in and try to play the traditional way because every the control schemes have their pros and cons. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and for me, I started with Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting on the Super Nintendo, and I- and I'm pretty sure I suck at Street Fighter 2. I especially on a very outdated version of Street Fighter 2. But I had fun regardless, and even if I just picked Ryu or Ken all the time, maybe Chun Li, I still had fun. But but God forbid, but heaven help you if you're a Zangief player in Street Fighter 2, because I don't know how you can manage that. Literally having the worst the worst attacks, but because you have that good grab that you can exploit in certain versions of Street Fighter 2 for an insane amount of damage, that was, I guess, that was seen as balance. Give him terrible punches and kicks, but if he grabs you once, that's like half your health. If you some of the chat real quick. Gale says, man, DNF dies super fast. Forgot all about it. I haven't heard a lot of talk about it, but I mean, hopefully that game didn't die that fast.
It certainly did. At least in the mainstream, I haven't heard, or mainstream of fighting games, I haven't heard about it in quite a while.
And I think I remember it didn't get much talk around Evo too, so I don't know if they're even getting future DLC. So
Right now, it's apparently mixed on the reviews.
I think it's mixed because the because from what I understand, it's funny. It's funny how whoever the person was, sorry, I forget your name, mentioned about DNF, how easy it is to play, but then you get the problem of, yeah, it's easy to play, and so for experienced players, it's easy to dominate.
Ah,
And apparently that game is Domination City. Once is much like a hyper game like Marvel's Capcom. Once you get your groove and you know the loops you do for your combos, that's it. Your opponent is just they're just watching your combo video at that point, waiting for the round to end.
so like Skullgirls.
Yeah, like Skullgirls. Which that has an audience of people who like those hyper fighting games. I am okay with them, but it does get very discouraging when you're like, well, I can't do anything because you're doing your loops, and I'm gonna watch myself die.
The
This is
last
fun.
time I did a multiplayer, I got Zawaru Dode and into a Evangelion theme song and then KO'd.
Yeah,
That
it's,
was for those that don't know, it's damn, what was his name again?
big band.
Big Band, yeah.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's not fun at times, but it just to me that just means that if hyper fighting games are probably not the subgenre fighting games that you should go for. You should probably get something that's less intense and allows you more defensive options. That at least that's the way I view it. Johnny says chargers and grapplers can all sit on the bench. What about zoners? What about zoners, Johnny?
Yeah, what
If
about
I- if I pick Dawson, or no, actually, I need a
what
better
about
example.
Jacko? That's a zoner.
No. He's no. We gotta get a KOF character.
Oh, okay.
So if I what's his name? Ah, dang it.
Don't
What's
ask me
his
because I haven't played it in quite a while.
Oh, so okay. Ooh, hey Johnny, you know what's a KOF character I love to play? Oh, I'm sure you'll love this character. Especially in KOF 15, I love playing Ash Crimson. I can zone out my enemy with like two different types of projectile attacks, and I can do essentially my flash kick when you get close, and I got some good normal jabs and normals, and it's all charge based. Man, I'm sure Ash Crimson's your favorite character. Ghetto says, I played Saturday Night Slam Master a few days ago. That game has only 3 buttons, and one is just a pin button. It's deceptively difficult. Virgo watched you play it and get my shit right constantly. Ghetto continues. In fairness, DNF came out too close to Evo to get much airtime. Fair enough. Johnny says, I'll take zoners over any charge any day. And Johnny says, if you want the most annoying zoner, go for Athena. Yeah, but that's because she says, Psycho Ball! Psycho Ball!
And Marty just says, don't you mean skull bashing girls? I mean,
I don't get
it can be frustrating. But it's fun when you play with friends that don't know the game as well.
Oh, that's also too. You want to get a fighting games? Play with friends.
Yeah, play a game, but the trick is either both of you know the game
or don't know the game.
Or don't know the game, whichever one.
Yeah, the important thing is to have fun and let that be your motivation to keep playing. If you want to compete and get in the high level in those high online rankings, that's a different pathway, but that's one of many pathways to enjoy fighting games. And that is not something you want to do, then literally just play for fun. There is no reason for you to be the best at every fighting game you play. Just have fun with it and find people around you that is willing to share that same experience.
I still have trauma over that M Bison. I'll never recover from that. It haunts me.
I like how you got trauma from that M Bison, and I was able to get over, I guess, my trauma playing against that Dawson.
Because every single time it's going through my head, how could I have done things differently? What could I have done? And I keep thinking to myself, like, there is nothing I could have done.
Same here. There was nothing. That Dawson player was essentially untouchable, and that person kind of psyched me out a bit because when I saw her, she was literally jittering and vaping, and I'm like, and I could see the tiredness in her eyes. I'm like, is this person okay? And apparently, yeah, she's okay enough to beat me with Dawson.
I think I would have at least had a better chance if we switched we switched people. Because I actually know how to deal with the Dawson a little bit with Rashid, but
my only rebuttal was that I eventually learned that player that player I went against is an actual professional Street Fighter player.
Yeah, but I would have at least gotten one hit. I couldn't get one hit over that M Bison. Literally throughout the whole rounds, my only goal went from winning to don't let him get up perfect.
And he got it perfect, didn't he?
I don't remember. See, that's how bad it is.
It's been a long time since we
repressed memories
since the Texas Showdown.
Yeah,
I would love to. Yeah. Now, actually, I do actually have something. First off, to kind of, I do actually something funny. At least I find it funny, and you guys know most of you guys know my sense of humor, so it's obviously trash. But I'm gonna share a video with you, Jack.
All right.
It's something I just want to watch. It's something that I just came across, and I think it will make for a good little break for our voices. I sent you the link to the sources. We'll watch it together. Hopefully, it's not copyrighted.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna have an English lesson. So Johnny, take some notes.
Okay. Let me double check to see if it's actually working on the stream. Because I did. Yep. Okay, it's working. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Whatever this is, I'm ready.
Alrighty then. All right. All right. We'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
日常生活に役立つ英会話ワンポイントレッスンです。メモのご用意は よろしいですか？
Oh, damn it. I didn't get my memo pad.
今日はとてもシンプルです。You're so good. 意味は
You're
あ
so
な
good.
たす
Sounds
ごすぎるで
very
す。
much with malice. I don't know
こう
why.
いう時に使いましょう。
Yes! You're so good! Come on!
Oh my god. Please,
Come on,
careful.
Tashi.
Jesus
Come on,
Christ, I thought
Tashi.
my Twitch career was
Come
over.
on.
It's all right. You're fine.
You're so good. そうを伸ばして言うのがポイントです。短く言った場合、You're so good は意味が全く逆になり、相手に大変失礼な印象を与えます。
Oh yes, you're so good. You're so good. Come on. Come on, Toshi. Hey, Toshi, come on.
あら。
これはいけませんね。
That's
今
no
日の
good.
ワンポイントレッスンは You're so good あなたすごすぎるでした。上手に使いましょうね。
Damn, I almost got. I felt like I was gonna get canceled.
Nah, no, you can trust. I'm not. What? Hey, if you could trust me, you could
Yeah,
trust the
but
videos.
I don't trust. I don't trust Twitch. That's the thing.
Show a little show a little shoulder on screen, then the world goes insane.
It had
There we
a
go.
third of a boob.
But remember, it's so good. That's not so good. So good.
Johnny, now you know what he's into. With a simple "Hey yo."
Oh man. The best part, I didn't even search this. YouTube gave it to me.
Oh,
So I
it
guess
knows what you
it's-
like.
Yes. In news, I love grammar and pronunciation.
Exactly.
Ghetto says the man wouldn't even let us watch Graver videos. Oh, Jack, how can you deny them such pleasures in
I
life?
cannot. I am not allowed to, not through Twitch. I don't think I can. Because then I have to debate. I had to fight Twitch on it and repeal it, and just don't want to go through that. Plus, it's just
Well,
awkward.
Well, all I can say is that's not right.
I'm not the type of homie that will sit down and watch porn with the homies. I can't do that.
You're telling me you're not the type of man to smoke a joint and watch doobies with the bros like Chris over here?
I'm sorry,
by-
but I'm not that type of bro.
See, Ghetto? See, this is the man leading the video game side of the JAC Show. Is that a man you want in your life? Oh man. Speaking of men failing at life, I saw a movie today. A movie that I haven't seen in quite a while. And Ghetto said it's not prawn, it's just modeling. It's true.
Sure, it's softcore porn.
Hey man, a model's got to get her work somewhere.
I mean, she's literally in her underwear.
Hey, you see
Which
underwear.
is funny because if it was a bikini, it would be fine, but underwear, no.
You see underwear, I see a work of art. Charlie K says homosexual. That's what Ghetto is. But now I saw a movie today. I haven't seen it quite a long time. Jack, are you familiar with the works of an Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Well, I saw a movie. I saw one of his older movies today. One that was a really big hit in the '90s. A little movie called The Nutty Professor.
I vaguely remember that one.
It's the one where he's in a fat suit.
Doesn't he have a lot of those?
Only two. No, three. The two Nutty Professor movies and Norbit.
Gotcha. Yeah. I remember Norbit.
Oh,
How are you doing?
Oh, don't. That's you're recovering repressed memories right now. Anyway, so I saw The Nutty Professor on Tubi, by the way. So So both Nutty Professor on Tubi, the greatest streaming app to ever exist. Hashtag not sponsored. Well, I wish I was sponsored by Tubi. I want to be sponsored by Tubi. I would love to. That's a streaming service I can support because you can watch all type of stuff from Columbo to whatever tokusatsu show you want to watch. In any case, this is not an ad reading, so I don't know why I'm doing this. I just like Tubi. In any case, watching Nutty Professor, I think the 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 Inception to dang it. Ghetto says that's right. That's right. Watch Tubi. Johnny says the one with flat asses that we're meant to believe we're hot. Uh, no, no. I don't think that's not what Norbit is. In any case, I'm also trying to thought. So I don't know what prompted me to watch Nutty Professor. I think I was talking with someone, and that movie just came up to my mind. More specifically, the sequel, but I want to watch the original first. And so today, as I was doing laundry, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and watch this movie I haven't seen in quite a long time. And fun fact, Dave Chappelle's in that movie.
Really?
Of extremely young Dave Chappelle, which is interesting because in the credits, if my memory serves correct, he got mentioned third right before. Of course, first name is Eddie Murphy, and the second name Jada Pinkett. This is before she became Jada Pinkett Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That Jada Pinkett,
Yep.
who I must say, I'm sure she's I'm sure she's a lady. I don't know about a fine lady nowadays, considering the things that have stuck around her.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time of the movie, let's just say, she's young and fashionable. But good lord, did she not have the legs? You know, she did not have the legs. I don't know why they put her in a mini skirt. It is not a good look for her. And in fact, there's some scenes where there's some outfits where I'm like, girl, fire the wardrobe apartment. What are you wearing? That's not good. That's not a good look for you. That's not a good look. In any case, I don't know why I got bothered by that, but I did. So much Nutty Professor. And first of all, it's a very 90s AF movie. Because it reminded me of a lot of things. A lot. Uh,
Remember to
a
follow the
it reminded me of a
channel,
lot of
for
things
I am
that
the better
I've forgotten
girl.
about that era. I think one of the most 90 things I've seen in that movie was the main character, Sherman Klump, who is the Nutty Professor. Yeah, he's oh wow, even Johnny has the gluteus minimus. Yeah, yeah, he's seen it. There's one scene where Sherman Klump, he's just coming home,
Mm-hmm.
and Jack, tell me if you want to listen to music right now, what is your method of listening to music?
Uh, Spotify.
Okay, yeah, and that is on what computer, phone, tablet, sex toy, what?
Oh, yes, on my sex toy. It has Bluetooth. Um, on PC.
All right, on your computer. All right. Well, back in 1990 X, whatever this movie came out, um, if you want to listen to music, you actually had to have a stereo system, with a device that could play any tape or CD at whim. And so Sherman Clunk goes to his house all excited because he's about to date Jada Pinkett's character. And to turn on music, he turns on his stereo system and clicks on on a track. And I'm like, man, I forgot when you actually had to have like a proper sound system installed in your home to listen
Ah,
to
yes.
music.
I remember those days. Those
I
were horrible days. You know why?
Why?
Whenever I heard music, especially certain Spanish music, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
we're going
it's
to cleat.
yep. I remember those days as well. I remember them. So that was a very much a very throwback. I'm like, oh man, I remember that. And also, but as well, watching the movie, unfortunately, I would say the movie is kind of middling at best. This was at a point of Eddie Murphy's career where, to put it this way, he was kind of going down, like to the point that a lot of his stuff in the '90s haven't hold up well or aren't as funny. This is Beverly Hills Cop 3. This is Vampires in Brooklyn. This is Pluto Nash. Actually, it's before Pluto Nash, but I digress. Essentially, he's already past the peak of his career, where he was like at the height, like absolute height of popularity with popular movies, his comedy specials, and at one point a hit song. Yes, Eddie Murphy had a hit song. Ghetto knows all about it. You can ask. You can ask him.
Huh.
So so that's the context, kind of like where we are in Eddie's career. And my gosh, there were for the first, I think like the first 10 minutes of the movie, there was a whole section of all these hamsters going haywire at the university that that Sherman Klump works at as a professor, and it was just a showcase of like, hey, let's just do all this slapstick humor with ha- all these hamsters. Just I was like, oh, let's launch a hamster into this woman's mouth. Let's have one poop in this person's coffee. Let's have one coming out of this poster that looks like a man is taking a crap.
Hmm.
Lot of highbrow humor, as you can see,
Yeah, those were the
with
days.
poorly done 90s CGI.
Those were the days.
Yeah, none of the CGI has held up, or even the green screen effects. Especially one scene near the end of the movie, where Sherman Klump is, cause is trying to stop his alter ego. Cause you know the Jekyll and Hyde type of story.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what the Nutty Professor is. It's Jekyll and Hyde, but more comedic. And so, in the end of the movie, Sherman Klump, the Jekyll or Jekyll, for everyone mentions, I know how it's pronounced. He's trying to control his Hyde or Buddy Love, or his actual Eddie Murphy outside of the fat suit.
Mm.
And near the end of the movie, there's just this disgusting amount of CGI of like literally almost like fetish body transformation of from going skinny to fat and all the different limbs and everything. It looked awful, like,
Mm.
almost frightening. And almost frightening.
You know, the more I look back at a lot of when was this movie out again?
I can double check, but sometime in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, those third movies, and then like the ones in the early 2000s, they were pretty interesting.
Yeah, especially the Scooby Doo movie.
We do not speak of that. Hell, I remember. I remember. I remember the
Oh.
freaking Mystery Inc. show. You know, the one that's the somewhat recent one that has like
Oh, the one with an actual storyline,
yeah, that one.
right?
There is one point in the show where they see Scrappy, like at one of the statues of Scrappy, and it's like, and then Daphne, you see her goes, "Is that?" And Fred cuts her off. It's like, "No, we promise that we do not speak of this again. We promise," and like shoos her away from the statue.
That's funny. So I looked up. Nutty Professor came out in 1996, the year I was born. So there you go. All right. So yeah, the movie honestly is a middling at best, which is kind of disappointing, but it does have its funny moments. If I have to actually say what was probably the worst aspect of the movie, unfortunately, it's Eddie Murphy himself, because even though it's intentional, this is him at his most annoying and aggravating. And I get what they were trying to do, but the problem is, uh, so here's the thing. So the whole kind of context of the movie is that Sherman Klump, he wants to he's working on this serum that essentially makes him lose all the weight because he's a 400 pound man, and uh he drinks this concoction that he's been working on that allows him to instantly lose weight. But as a side effect, it also messes with his personality. The movie describes it as he gets his heightened increase of testosterone. So because of that, his alter ego, Buddy Love or Eddie Murphy, he
Hmm.
she is to use to describe it in the way kids understand today, he is very alpha. He wants to be the alpha Chad. Now, of course, Eddie Murphy's version of the Alpha Chad is to be as loud and obnoxious at all times, never shutting up, and um to essentially be Eddie Murphy. But again, when Eddie Murphy's doing this thing, it can be funny. It's awesome. I think the problem with this movie is that he did it too much, and it also doesn't help the fact that he's also played the Clump family members. I think one of the things that was popular from the first movie that they made front and center for the second movie was that Eddie Murphy played each member of the family. So he played the mother, the father, and the grandmother and the brother.
Yeah, he really did like to do that.
I think it was just for 2 movies, but either case, it made for comedy material. Johnny says he's full Andrew Tate on that bitch. He kind of is, yeah. Eddie Murphy does kind of go. Buddy Love does kind of go for Andrew Tate, and and obviously at a certain point in the movie, you're supposed to see that no, that Buddy Love is not someone who's not someone you're supposed to like, and because of how much he treats the main romantic lead. Only problem is that not even in the beginning, he's not even established as someone that is even charming. It's just more like it's just more like he is very what's supposed to be confident is just extremely cocky to the point of like annoyance. So instead of having this gradual kind of like uh de-evolution of Sherman Klump, where his Buddy Love persona becomes worse and worse, which the movie does do. But again, the movie doesn't establish how like what would be the Buddy Love's good points early on. He kind of starts off where he is and just gets worse throughout the movie, and which I think they could have done, which I think could have done better. But most of the time, they should have told Eddie Murphy, "Hey, shouting all the time does not make you funny." The only time that really worked was in one of the scenes where I kid you not, where it's one of the few Dave Chappelle scenes where he's actually making fun of Dave Chappelle's character, who is like this local stand-up comic.
Mm-hmm.
And that was and that was a funny scene. It's also cool to see Dave Chappelle and Eddie Murphy in the same room, even if it's a young Dave Chappelle who wasn't he hasn't become the Dave Chappelle we know him to be.
Yeah.
Is way before Chappelle show. Ghetto says, I'm glad we're past that era of movies. And is that well we were until Marlon Wayans did a movie playing 4 different characters. Oh man. I hope is I don't know what that movie is. I might know what it is. Any case. Also, if I had to say who's the worst actor in that movie, bar none, is Jada Pinkett. Because oh my god, how did this woman have an acting career when her acting is very dull? Like I guess she's supposed to be a love interest and more of a straightforward character. At the same time, you don't have to add like oh Sherman, where's Sherman? Oh, how can you do this to me? I thought you were different. She is literally the worst actress in the movie. And it doesn't help that all these supporting cast members, even if they're not great actors, they have some comedy chops behind them from Eddie Murphy himself. He may be aggravating his buddy Love, but he still has that control and presence, and he knows how to act when he plays Sherman Klump and when he's doing his Buddy Love and when he's been the family members.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they can get annoying because essentially hearing 4 Eddie Murphys arguing over each other for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Johnny says Jada's performance makes you want to pull your hair out.
I see what you did there.
Oh, if I had a button, I'll play that Will Smith clip right now. Will says flies to Brazil and slaps the crap out of Johnny. So where's that? I did actually like I don't know if you know this actor. His name is Larry Miller. He was in a lot of movies around this time. Great comedic actor, and I always remember him because he was just like that common around that time. And I always thought as a dean he was fun. At least I enjoyed him. He's not the most funniest character, but I enjoy his performance enough as playing like this. Is playing the dean of the college who is just very very mean against Sherman. Doesn't filter what he say, and at one point tells him that if you don't get this grant, I won't fire you. I will literally kill you.
Oh damn.
which I funny. It's fun. I just find it funny. So, is it so? In short, should you watch it? There's literally better comedies to watch. It's
Keep my
Thank you,
keep
Ghetto.
my co-host name out your fucking mouth. There you go. There you go.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. But yeah, it ain't worth revisiting, and can't imagine the sequel to be any better. However, the sequel, I do have some um reverence for the sequel because, believe it or not, along with The Little Mermaid 2, Jaws 2, Air Bud 2,
I
Air,
missed there, bud.
Air Bud 2, the Tigger movie, and Jurassic Park 3. The Nutty Professor 2 was like one of the movies I watched constantly as a little kid, which is definitely one of those movies I probably shouldn't have watched, considering there is a scene where, now that I think about it, I think it's actually fun when I think about it. Essentially, I think Eddie Murphy rips himself. And what I mean by
Maybe.
that is that he plays the grandma character, and Buddy Love is at the clubhouse, and I kid you not, the grandmother character gets naked, and then forces Buddy Love to make love to her.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
And the
yeah.
next scene, it shows that he did do the deed. Which, in a way, we think about, since Buddy Love is a part of Sherman, it's his ego.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, Sherman did it with his own grandmother.
Ugh.
Can you see why Eddie Murphy's career was doing well during this time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Diego says, never forget, Disney killed a bunch of puppies for one of the Air Bud. Oh, don't tell me it's one of the Air Buddies movies. That's sad.
Oh.
Yeah, no animals in the harms when making this movie. Bullcrap. There you go. You know what? You should spread that around Twitter. Why should you not watch Disney? They're dog killers.
Cancel Disney. Cancel Disney.
Cancel your Disney Plus subscription. Do you really want to watch that new Star Wars show? Do you really want to watch it? Do you? Do you care about this one of the characters from a Star Wars movie you probably forgot about?
And Norbit killed it. Yeah.
Remember, be the strong,
Yeah.
independent woman you were born to be.
Johnny says, "Sweet home Alabama."
The only thing I liked about Norbit was just that one line where it's just like one of the pimps going, "It's raining little white women outside. Hallelujah."
Oh yeah. Well, she better leave. I'm about waiting for a Cadillac.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? Honestly, I agree to that too. The only funniest parts of the entire movie is literally Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams playing the pimps.
Yep.
And that's really about it. Even then, if I probably go back to it, I'll probably find more. It probably doesn't. It probably didn't. It never hold up. What am I talking about? It never hold.
I'm gonna rewatch it one day. See if it did.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna check on something. I'm gonna
Holding?
check right now. I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna go to Tubi because that's where I watched Nutty Professor. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna confirm right here now, right now to the audience, if Norbit is on Tubi. I just have to make sure I spell it right first off. Norbit.
To be
And
or not to be.
And I can confirm that Norbit is not on Tubi.
It was not to be. That was
Nope.
the question, and that is the answer.
However, you can watch Dirty Work, starring Norm Macdonald, which I highly recommend. One of the few movies that actually does have a funny rape joke, and there's a Captain Harlock movie, although apparently it's the one that's not that great. Things are called Arcadia of My Youth. I don't know, I've never seen it, but apparently that's the word of mouth. Anyways, tangent aside, go watch Dirty Work. Ghetto says, I know it doesn't hold up, and I swear up and down to not watch it as an adult. It was a month ago. Oh, it was on Tubi a month ago? Good, it's gone. We got to make way for more Pastor Jones, Ghetto, which Ghetto, that will continue. Our exclusive HackJack service will watch Pastor Jones. That will continue as you got to find time.
We just gotta
You
also
betcha.
watch the potential sequel, or hoping for the sequel of Velocipaster.
Oh, if there's a Kickstarter or a or Indiegogo right now for Velocipaster 2, we're gonna fund it so good. We might as well call us executive producer. I want an executive producer credit on the next Velocipaster. I don't care if it's Hack or Jack or or Hack Jack Show. My name's gotta be in those credits, and I can go. I made this a reality.
I made this a reality. Yep.
Goes. I have there's my contribution to society. I gave you Velocipaster 2. My time. I have done everything in my life. It's time that I can now rest in peace. Oh man. And speaking of resting, unfortunately, unfortunately, I think I have to call it an end, Jack. It is currently 9 o'clock. I do have work in the morning, so I don't want to push it I don't want to push it for too long.
Nope,
So
yep,
let's
this
go
is a good
ahead and
time.
let's go ahead and start wrapping things up. Do we have do we have an ending song or no?
I do not. It was kind of pretty quick. I had to do this.
Alrighty then. And everyone pretend you can hear the ending song in your heads. You have imaginations, use them. All right, Jack. What do you have to announce for until the next episode of the Hack Jack Show?
So, of course, it seems like everything's going back to normal. Please expect the Hack Jack Show to return every Wednesday, at least for, like, in the sense of expect them now again, since Hack has returned from the dead.
Yes, I am back.
And he is not black. Yeah, he's not black though.
I am back from the past.
But anyway,
Gonna play the game that sucks ass.
Yep, exactly.
Actually, I really am with Shipment 3.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Oh man.
So for tomorrow, I don't know what I have. I forgot. I think I had Yakuza for tomorrow, right? I think I did.
Don't look at me.
I will look at you. You know what? I'm going to your apartment right now to look at you. I'll knock on every door because I don't know which number. But other than that, and of course, on Friday I will be finishing up, or at least trying to finish up, Pokemon Violet. I want to get things rolling. That way I can be able to do the Charizard raids. And of course, if you are on Twitch, please go ahead and follow my other socials. I have the TikTok going on. I have my Twitter that will tell you the schedule for everything. Same thing with any updates I have for scheduling times and stuff like that. Follow the socials, and also, of course, follow the official Hackjack Twitter. That's at official Hackjack. Which Hack is the one that runs that one.
Exactly. And as far as my announcement, so this one is going to be very disappointing, but because of my new living my new living space, unfortunately I don't have all the resources that I have had before. So as of today, I will no longer be hosting streams, which means that I won't be actually doing my own personal streams because I don't have the internet for it anymore. So as far as live stream, this will be the only time I actually be able to do that. So, but with that said, that also means that I have more time to actually do videos. And now, and I'm hoping and I know I see this always promise videos will always not working on them, and truly I am, but I want to improve. I want to do things better and bring more content to the channel. So, of course, the one that's already been in works is the next Spider Blood video, which still need a lot of work done, but there is progress has been made on that, and I do want to start providing video content at least on a weekly basis, and make sure that make sure that while I am no longer have a presence when it comes to streaming, 'cause let's face it, Jack is a better streamer than I am. At least at least I'll have my video content on the YouTube end, and I'm sure the YouTube overlords would like that since they frown upon streaming. Which sucks. Nevertheless, that is something that I want to fulfill, and I hope the audience to keep me accountable for that. Make sure you guys have weekly videos from me. What they could be, that is yet to be decided. But of course, it'll be stick to my realm of comic books and and the occasional fun video idea I have every once in a while. So until then, the guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the thank you for the amount of people who came in to watch the 137th episode of the Hack Jack Show. Let's hopefully nothing comes in our way so we can finish off the rest of the year of for the 2022 season of the Hack Jack Show. So, and since I have no control of the stream, Jack, you can go ahead and do the honors from now on to close it out.
All right. Well, with all that said and done, I think this is. Let me get ready. I got the button here. All right. With all that said and done, this is Hack and Jack signing off.
See ya.